Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the What's Up Wenatchee podcast. Look at this. I had to end the timer early because look at where we are and look at all the buzz and energy and activity around and behind me. There is so much happening, and you would not guess where I am at. I am at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center in the middle of a Friday. And there's all these people, and there's multi-generational happiness happening, and it's all based around chicken cordon bleu. Yeah, there's pretty good menu around here, and it's not just that. It's also birthday lunch month. So there's 17 birthday celebrants here with us today. So we're going to sit down with a few of the people that are involved with the senior center around here, because tomorrow night we have sold out. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it one more time because I can't remember. Grayson, can you remember the last time we sold out an event that we have put on sale?
Oh my goodness, it has been a stinking long time.
It kind of, and yeah. I hate, you know me, I hate to say that, right? Like nobody wants to admit, like, no, we haven't sold out an event in a while, but we have a lot of like open-ended events, but we have a lot of ticketed events too that are like 400, 500, 600, even sometimes 1,000 tickets. But some of our smaller events are 100, 200 ticketed events. And, we don't normally sell out.
No.
Because a lot of times we can open up more seating too. And then we're like, no, we sold out the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center for their Fiesta night tomorrow night.
Right? Taco Saturday, because everyone loves tacos.
Karaoke Fiesta night.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know, it is gonna be so cool. So if you didn't buy a ticket, you can't get in. It's the hottest
Sold
night
out.
in town.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. And so I think we're gonna have to do another one, right?
I think if there's another one, just know right now, do not wait till the 99th hour. If you want to come here, and you do, trust me, you want to come here.
Yeah.
Like, this is not like what you think. This is I'm looking at it right now. You guys can't see this right now. This place is
kind of
packed
can
out.
in my background.
It's packed out.
There it is, yeah.
And you know what? You can come here and hang out with your grandparents. Can I say that one more time? you can come and hang out with your grandparents here and have a meal and hang out.
It's all fun.
What? That's something that I wish that I could have done with my grandparents, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so exciting. Like, wouldn't you agree? Like,
I
if you
absolutely agree.
I'm not sure if wait, did you call your grandma Nana, Gigi? I'm not sure because I know you're Italian. So
She was grandma,
okay,
but to my son, she's Mama Don.
Mama Don.
Right? It's
Okay.
very Italian.
Okay.
Super Italian, yeah, Mama
Okay.
Don.
All right. I was on the safe side there.
Yeah, she's now a great grandma. That's 4 generations.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
But yeah, so I mean, it's just speaking like this. It's just awesome to know that there is a place here in the valley that is asking you, hey, if you would like to come hang out with your grandparents here and they're senior citizens, you can, and that they have events that are open to you to do so. Even if you just wanted to come and meet some of our older generation and hear their stories, this would be the place.
Well, yeah,
to do
I think that's a big reason why. Look at this hair. Oh my gosh. I'm okay, but that's a big reason why we're here today, because throughout the next couple of hours, we're going to sit down with some of the people, one of them being Dave Tosh, who's, you know, the head honcho around here, and he will tell us a bit about this, all of the activities and the initiatives and the programs, and this kind of lean towards trying to do some more stuff that's leaning towards multi-generational. I know I'm going to throw that word out there, but what that really means is like things like karaoke that include music that appeal to not just grandma, not just mom, but the kids and the grandkids, right? And the great grandkids, that they're really trying to make it more accessible,
like a family friendly
event.
Yeah.
So we'll see, we'll talk to him about how they're doing that, and some other people who are here and involved and make this kind of part of their life a bit more. And how I got involved, Dave asked me yesterday, he's like, because I got wrangled into this through MJ. Have you met MJ?
Only heard of MJ.
Really?
Yeah, only heard. It's like I keep hearing the name, don't know who the person
So
is.
MJ is Mike Poyer's mom.
So I have met her. I just didn't put 2 and 2
okay
together.
Yeah. So MJ is like a spitfire, man. She's is she here today? We gotta check.
I am looking.
Dave, is MJ here? I'll have to just scope out and see if MJ is here. I have a feeling if she saw me, she would not have let that pass by now. But
she'd be up here on stage.
Yeah, she would. So MJ is Mike the mayor's mom, and so I know that I'm close with that.
Mike the mayor.
Mike the mayor. Mike the mayor's mom, and I'm really close with that family, and obviously getting even closer because of running Mike's campaign. And so she frequents here. She comes to lunch here like a couple times a week or whenever can, and she's just so actively involved in the community in so many different ways and also now getting involved in Mike's campaign and coming here and being like, my son's running for mayor. My son's the future mayor. I don't think she's doing it that way, but she could be because that's MJ. It's totally good. And I guess she just came to me and she was like, well, what can I do to help get the word out about what's happening at the senior center? And so we had a chit chat and I gave her some ideas, and I was like, well, maybe podcast, get it on the podcast, like that would be another way.
Here we are.
And here we are. And she actually came up with the idea for a karaoke night, and she's like, can we do a karaoke night at the senior center? And I went, that would be a flippin' great idea. And she set it up. Absolutely 100%. This is all due to MJ Poyer.
It's just amazing. Look at the turnout for this.
Well, I mean, this is just the birthday lunch.
Yeah,
the karaoke is tomorrow night. So that's how this relationship has started. Isn't that fun though?
Oh, absolutely.
I love how these things happen. But I mean, we are gonna talk to a bunch of people here at the senior center, but there's other things that are happening that we're gonna touch upon in today's show.
Oh yeah.
And we want to just remind everybody that we are fully interactive. So this is live. If you are watching us right now, this is happening. You could come to the senior center. We are sitting here on their stage. So you can interact with us live through our text line. Text us. We could text you back. 509-795-5602. Also, in whatever platform that you are on, in the comment section, our comment section should be interactive. Some of them, honestly, some of them work better than others. When we have a bit more time, Gerson, let's write that down. Let's try and troubleshoot some of the comments that, some of them work. I think Facebook, LinkedIn, we know for sure works because I see Chris Cormier on LinkedIn goes, hey, happy Friday. There he is. We see him from LinkedIn. So we know the LinkedIn chat works. I'm not 100% sure on the Facebook chat.
I can see the Facebook chat on my end.
Okay.
That you have to be on Facebook in order to see it. So,
but
and Twitch is kind of the same way.
On the back end, on our back end, where it all comes up in the same feed, I'm not sure the Facebook chat aren't coming up in our comment section.
Yeah, it's not. You have to go on the front end to see it. So that's kind of where I spend a lot of time, is the front end of Twitch and the front end of Facebook, because those do not.
And I hate that because
and
I'm glad that you are monitoring them. So if we're getting comments and interactive chats, then you will. Oh, look. Oh, I can see you both and hear you.
Yay!
That's my mother-in-law. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, you guys should come down and hang out at the senior center. You and Gary. They would have fun. I don't think karaoke is their thing though, but
karaoke isn't for everybody, But
I fully say that karaoke is a spectator
bingo
sport.
Isn't for everybody either, right?
Apparently, we're gonna have to talk to them about their Tuesday night bingo. It gets serious, like real serious around here.
Yeah, I honestly can't. This is gonna sound really weird. Yay! Announcement!
No, they're doing happy birthday. Ready? This is where they sing happy birthday.
This is important.
Stay tuned. Help us from home sing happy birthday.
It's worth $50 if we draw your name. You must be present to win, and you have to put your name in that lavender box back there, back of the room, if you wish to participate. The $50 is something you
wow, Nikki, look behind you.
Our membership, travel, whatever you wish. So,
chocolate cake.
Cake.
I don't know, about 3:30.
Different kinds of cake.
Okay, other things. We've got one of our corporate members here. His name is Tim Madison, Prepaid Legal. And I want to give him just an opportunity to introduce himself.
There's nothing I can do about this, folks.
Except
live commentary of the senior
center
center announcement.
Just real quick, less than 3 minute elevator.
My very Elvis hair.
So anyway, Kim, come on up and say a few words. Thank you for being one of our corporate members and sponsors. Here's Kim.
Can I clap here?
Again, my name is Tim Madison. I'm with Legal Skill, Prepaid Legal, and this is a will. So I have some paperwork back there that you can pick up on my card or some other
It's from
materials,
Prepaid Legal,
whatever.
and he said it's Make a Will Month. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
You and your spouse for $30 a month.
Oh.
Okay, thank you, Ken. And then you're probably wondering what's going on up here on the stage. Well, this is Nikki Darling.
Hi.
Welcome, Nikki. And Grayson Fleming is her producer with her. They're doing what's called a podcast right now, and so I can't interrupt her too much. She's busy doing that. And she's going to be interviewing a few folks that we twist their arms to come on up there and talk to her a little bit about what's going on at the Senior Center. I also want to tell you that she's going to be here tomorrow evening. She's doing the karaoke for us. So thank you for all that. And we're going to have a full house tomorrow night. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I have to tell you, if you think you want to come, we sold out.
Sold out.
Next time, your tickets early, and there will be a next time. Obviously, people want to come out for karaoke.
You heard it. You heard it. He said there's going to be a next time.
And I think we need to do a roll call.
He said there's going to be next time.
During the month of August, so we can sing happy birthday here shortly. Let us get organized. We'll be right back up and take care of that shortly.
He said, obviously, if you're going to buy your tickets for next time, and obviously there's going to be a next time because everybody loves it, or you get your tickets early. Yes. Oh, man, I love my job. I love this. I love this so much. This is like, who knew there was so much energy in a room at the Senior Activity Center? Oh, man. Okay. So we have some information scrolling on the bottom of the screen for tonight's, even though tomorrow night is sold out here at the Senior Center, tonight is not sold out because you don't have to buy a ticket. Head on up to Crescent Bar to Tower Pizza. That place is, oh, fuck. They hired me for a karaoke night for their golf. There was a golf tournament that wanted to do like an after hour or an after party at Tower Pizza. And we had so much fun. You can go back and look at the reels on our Facebook, whatever, TikTok, all that. And we just had like so much fun. So like, we're definitely going to get you back before the end of the summer. Tonight is the night that we're doing that. And man, it's a cool spot, good food, good drink, good people, a pretty awesome view. Crescent Bar is an awesome little...
Where you can see me.
Well, I mean, I didn't know where you went.
Oh, I had to go check and make sure we were streaming well because we had to fix our hotspot. So,
are we fixed?
Oh my gosh, it is so much better.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And so here is, we need the hashtag. We're getting better all the time, right? That is our motto, and that is our go-to. We are getting better all the time. One, we went and troubleshot the hotspot this week because every single flipping week, that thing has dropped signal.
Yeah.
So all the interruptions that we have has been not because of equipment. It's because that darn hotspot. So we took it back. We're like, this is not working. And you made a really good point, Grayson, that like EMTs and first responders and like firefighters are supposed to be relying on this technology.
And this particular technology that we're using,
right?
Because there's two different kinds, and we actually have.
We chose the better one, and to pay more for the better one because we wanted that reliability.
Yep, exactly.
And we weren't getting that reliability. So, but it seems like maybe it might be a little better now.
The amazing thing is I believe there was an update that wasn't going through it that he updated, like we were supposed to know that, because we're those people. But it was that they had made some errors on their end anyway in setting it up. So it's
a comedy of errors. Or you can just say it's life. It's a day in the life of Nikki Darling, because that's kind of how things roll with me. Also, in the same vein of you're all the time, I have to give Cheryl, obviously us seniors like karaoke, just not my bag. Enjoy. My mother-in-law. Okay, so I also have to give a big shout out to Wenatchee Computer. They are our partners, our IT partners, our computer IT partners for Darling Productions, and they have equipped us with a brand new. Well, I don't think it's brand new. It's new to us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look, I have an outage. But I don't think that is bad because this is not the one that's actually running the stream. So that's good. A brand new computer. I have to finish my thoughts. So they gave us this new, well, to us, and better processing laptop. So now I think broadcasting from this system is actually going to be, it will actually make a difference. So they are right now bringing up a piano player because we are standing on the stage. We're not standing. We're set up on the stage, and to my right is the piano, and she is going to. What's your name? Janelle is going to go ahead and play Happy Birthday while we sing. But Grayson's in the way. Grayson, you have to move so we can see Janelle. This computer doesn't want to connect to the spot.
All righty, it's time for the roll call. Birthdays for the month of August that are present today. Now, you know, I've been here 10 years and I've learned that there's always a couple people that I don't read their names. They might be here. Well, you know, mistakes get made and all of that. If I don't read your name, I'm not going to be able to hear your name when you yell it at me. But make sure you check with front desk and that your current membership is up to speed because we take all this information off of our membership list, okay? Just so you know. All right, birthdays. We have Jean Aldridge. There she is. Sandy Anderson. Over here. Janelle Klein is going to play Happy Birthday on the piano.
Woo, Janelle!
Janelle Krause. Yeah, there he is. Millie Danish is here. I saw her earlier. Yeah, there she is.
Grayson.
Mary
Turn this camera
England.
around.
Yeah. There she is. Darling Frank. Lori Howe. Yeah. Yeah, that loudmouth back here. Melissa Marshall. Connie Mesa. Right here. Linda Mickelson. Okay. Randy Ogle. Bobby Schiller. Judy Skinner. Don Truscott, our Friday man back there. Margie Vincent up here at the front. And Diane Young. And now Diane's husband Jay will lead us in Happy Birthday with Janelle playing the piano, and I'm going to bow out of that one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Jay, and we'll be able to do the drawing here in a few minutes. You know, I haven't had my lunch yet. I want to have something. Enjoy yourselves, and we won't throw you out.
Well, there you go. They had 17 different people have birthdays today. Well, during, I guess, this month. And then one of the last Fridays, they do the birthday lunch. So happy birthday to all of our senior activity center birthdays. And they're here. Chicken cordon bleu and birthday cake. It's making me hungry. I know. We always get hungry during the show because it's right during lunchtime, right? I know Dave said he was going to eat lunch, but there's MJ. I do see her. She did make her way here. That's good. I'm sure we'll see her at some point. MJ. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. All right, we need to get somebody up here to get to talk to me, Grayson. So go get somebody, please. Okay. Thank you. I need somebody to talk to. Well, in the meantime, in the in-between time, I'll give you some updates on things that have been going on, because there are a lot of updates on other things, like the Washington State swap meet. We are just growing all the time. We have a couple of days ago, we were able to offer up some scholarships for vendor spaces. So if you are wanting to have a vendor space, whether it be a small business or you are a crafter and you just don't have the money, or for some other reason you're having some financial insecurity and you want to have a booth at the Washington State Swap Meet, happening in East Wenatchee. It's like here, right here in town, September 8th, 9th, and 10th. You can fill out a really simple form. Let us know that you have that need, and we have some Shannon Delaney Craft from Coldwell Banker Cascade has offered to supplement some of the cost and offer up some free vendor spaces. So just fill out that form, and if all is on the up and up, then we can offer that free space to you. To go to WashingtonStateSwapMeet.com for that opportunity. Sign up for our email subscription, and there's a form there. Someone coming on over.
So everyone is eating?
Oh, okay. Everybody's there.
Yeah. It looks like we have people eating and people eating dessert.
Okay.
But our people are actually sitting down to eat their lunch.
Yeah, that makes sense. You look like you're eating. That's not fair.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This takes a lot of power.
I love you so much. I could be eating too, but since everybody else is eating, you can't eat. We need to actually move on and talk about something. The tomorrow night's karaoke fiesta night isn't the only thing that was sold out on the weekend. We wanted to. I reached out to the guys who were setting up the Veterans Night Out, and they're doing an event over at Columbia Valley, kind of like the Brave Warrior Project did over there, and they sold out.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
I think they only had like 50. I mean, that's still, hey, that's if they sold 50 tickets, that's like, but they sold out and they're doing so. Next time I invited them to the program to talk more about their organization and what they're doing local for vets. They weren't able to make it today, but I think sometime in the future they're going to come on and sit down and talk about what they do as part of I was like, this is just the first time I've, reached out, right? To make a connection. Like, oh, jeez.
There's so many organizations, and we have really worked our way around the valley, and we've barely scratched the
I
surface.
know, that's the truth. And that's why this show is going to go on and on and on and on and on, because there's always another place to go and visit and learn and figure out how they're helping being integrated into our community. My response back to the guy, we were very nice about it, right? Like, we weren't like sparring or anything. My response back to him was like, this is your first time hearing about me? That's insane. Right? Like,
Most
this is your
people
first
have
time
heard
hearing
about
about
you.
what's up Wenatchee? Or
Yeah.
like, okay, I can do the same right back to you, dude. So you can reach out to us anytime. If we are not getting to you fast enough, get to us.
Right.
Reach out to us.
Right.
So there you go. There's my plea.
It's a good plea.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, we wanted to I was talking about the swap meet. I can't even like get all the information in about the swap meet. We do have the Scarlet. What?
Cameras off?
Whose camera? Oh. Because I'm not looking at it.
Oh. Sorry.
Because
Oh, good. They can hear me. That's good enough. They don't have to see me.
It's saying can't connect to this network.
That's problematic, but okay.
I love it.
See, this is another way we work out our technical glitches.
Our technical glitches, yeah.
So I would like to make a shout out while you're trouble figuring. Is that cool?
Of course.
No one can see this, but you can see this.
Yeah.
So
Do you want me to explain it, or
so
you
I
going
want
to
to say
explain
to,
it?
to just Papas. I had to find a back for my piggy. I found my piggy. And instead of being on my backpack, it will live back on my shirt.
You had a scary moment this week where you thought you lost it. That's sad.
It's such a small thing to get bummed out about, but it's like my first favorite animal since I was like I can remember.
Me too.
And
I would like collect pig stuff when I was younger, figurines and stuff like that.
this was just cute, and this was part of our interview with Jess and her husband for the PX2 studio, and I had no pink on.
Yeah.
And you had pink leggings, and so I was like bummed out when I thought I lost it. And I like backtracked.
You're like, I'm gonna go and buy another one.
I did. I reached out to Jess and said I would like to have, or actually, can I buy another pig? She said sure, and then I was like, I found it.
And she was all excited because she was gonna make like a $2 sale. But then she didn't make
I'll
a
buy
$2.
one. I'll
Just
buy
kidding.
one and put it on
I
my
was
backpack.
totally kidding.
I'll buy another one and wear them as earrings.
Oh, did I tell you? So last week we talked about. Can I move on from this? Are we done with this?
I thought
Your
so.
shout
Yeah,
out.
I thought we were
Okay.
just talking.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to move on and be rude, but okay.
I don't think there's anything more. there.
This is how I work. My brain is just like, okay, we're done with this. We're moving on. Last week we talked about Slasky Gate. Yes. So many people got involved with Slasky Gate.
Oh
My
God.
podcast last week caused such an uproar. Can I tell you, amongst this, I don't know. Anyway, I have not. We talked about it because Trina and Natalie came on the show, talked about it. Natalie told the story. She did a really good job of laying out the story. Has it unfolded? Apparently, it continued to unfold.
It's still unfolding.
And it's still unfolding. I ended up getting an email in my inbox from the girlfriend, right? After I thought I was actually being pretty nice, saying like, hey girl, if you're, in an emotionally, verbally or far be it a physically abusive relationship, like, we have people that can help you, right?
Wow.
And so like when I saw the first line going, this is the girlfriend of blah 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 Slasky, I was Chris Lasky. I was like, oh my god, maybe this girl wants help. Maybe she's legit reaching out for help.
Wow.
No, not the case.
Skolasky, it's really huge in Wenatchee. Can I just say that I got added to this general Wenatchee Valley chat on Messenger, and I like it because people are talking about rants, raves, police stuff.
Yeah.
Skolasky was the very first thing people started talking about.
Oh no.
First person commented was, if you can't make a left turn, don't make a left turn.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh my gosh.
it just went from there. One comment was, if you can't hold on to one, you shouldn't try to hold on two. And I inferred from that, you're still married and you have a girlfriend on the side, and it all got revealed online.
Yeah. This email that I got was just, I'm not gonna read it because I'm not tacky like that. But I have to, my takeaway, Grayson, is that I feel for this. I feel for her. I do. I've been there in a place where like you need to grow a little more in your life. So, man, I don't know. But she feels like she's in a position where she has to defend him, right?
That's
like
really
he's the victim here. He's the victim. He can't go to work. He's gonna lose his job. We need to move out of the country. It's like that. Okay.
It's a little bit of drama. You're gonna have to sulk in it for a while, and everyone will move on to the next thing as it comes.
Yeah.
But when you make a mistake, and you make a mistake online, on social media, it's going to haunt you. It's going to live there amongst all the people who saw it originally, that have talked about it since, and are still talking about it now.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get out of this thing. This thing is just toast. I gotta give me the OtterBox. We're gonna the OtterBox. We're not gonna do another hour and a half of this with this thing going down. I'm not having it. Not today at the Senior Center. That's where we're at. We are broadcasting What's Up Wenatchee live at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. And today's their Friday birthday lunch. So that's why, I think they have a lot of people here all the time, but we get to broadcast live from here today because tomorrow night is the sold out Karaoke Fiesta Taco Night. So it's us, it's a taco truck, it's a lot of fun, and it's sold out. But tonight, not sold out, Tower Pizza up in Crescent Bar. So 2 chances to sing karaoke this weekend. My voice is going to be toast.
Okay.
Toast.
For our drawing for the Angel Fund. I'm going to have Bobby Scheller, one of our birthday folks up here, who is not, she claims she hasn't won in a long time. So if she pulls her name, she's okay.
I guess they have a raffle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try and I think we're gonna grab Dave.
I think she's won
That's the
about
guy
a
on the
dozen times.
mic to come up here to
But
talk
she's not
about
listening, so I'm gonna call
the
her
senior
name.
center
She's
after
not
this because they're trying to do some
listening.
more
Eugene
multi-generational activities.
Oh, she did hear me. You
Well,
have
as I look
again.
out there, I'm waiting for him to finish his
That's
cake
okay.
now.
She's here. This is her second home, so that's all right. It's all legal. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back next week. Some of you I'll see on Saturday night. So,
Woohoo!
All right, let me see if I can't wrangle one of our guests.
Yes, either Dave, who is Dave. Or
Oh no, I know who they are.
the community. Okay. All right.
I can see them. You can. I'm waiting for someone to finish eating cake and someone to finish with their announcements.
No. Come on. Just get them. They don't need to finish eating cake. They can finish later.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get any cake, so how did they get to finish eating cake? I'm trying to get this other one up so we can get the camera. Because this, for some reason, this other laptop just keeps, in and out on me. Oh my goodness! My Aunt Mary is in the chat from LinkedIn. She says, karaoke tomorrow. Sounds fun. Glad to hear it's sold out. I'm sure you will get the crowd into the whole thing with that wonderful voice of yours. Yeah, I'm not I sing, but I had to find my songs that I can sing within my wheelhouse.
White cake. Would you like a piece of white cake?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, because I can't eat chocolate.
That's right.
It does work in my benefit. So we're building out the festival at the Washington State Swap Meet. We have a stage. It's going to be September 8th, 9th, and 10th. We have a kids zone with a kids market where you can have your kids, they're under 18, free to register, and they make some kind of handmade good or handmade craft. They can sell them in the kids market the Saturday and the Sunday during the kids part of the festival. So cool. We have Elbow Clown's going to be there. Coca-Cola with their Powerade inflatable, different family-friendly activities throughout the weekend.
All right. We got cake on the way for you, Nikki.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right. I'm trying to get this other laptop. See, we are Monday. We're going back. We're going back Monday because this is exactly what I didn't want to happen during our podcast. And this is exactly what happened. You see what I mean? I know. So it's just seeing the opportunity to talk about what we're doing at the festival. Do you want a slice of Amber's banana bread? Why would that ever be no? I don't think I've ever had Amber's banana bread. We've had her cupcakes. Okay. What is this? Is that? Let me take this. All right, move this out. All right, got it. Unplug it. Yep. This is podcasters eating cake. That could be a podcast all of its own.
It'd be easier than podcast eating peanut butter.
That seems like it would be. That seems like it would be like a fetish site. Like what are they, the ASMR? Is that what it is when I get really close to the microphone? No, nobody knows what I'm talking about. All right, good talk, guys. All right. No, we're totally fine. We're up and running. Just so we can reset. If you are just tuning in, we're trying to get the other camera up and running again with better connection. This is what happens when you're live out on set sometimes with a spotty AT&T next to your hotspot. So we're gonna put AT&T on the hotspot because we keep going back to them saying our hotspot is, and they're gonna try and keep fixing it. And I'm gonna put them on the spot until it gets fixed because this is us out on the street every week trying to do this. But here we are. At the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. It's been a great one so far. We just brought up birthday cake because it was the birthday celebration. We have a sold out karaoke fiesta night tomorrow night with 120 people. Right now, I sit down and talk a little bit with their communications director about, how they're really getting the word out. Including, being on things like this, like podcast, but what else they're really trying to do to get the word out more about the good stuff that's happening here at the senior center. So I want to introduce right now Russ to the Wenatchee What's Up Wenatchee program. Hi there. Oh, what is it? This one. Sorry, that's really improved your introduction. Oh, there you go. Russ Allman, welcome to the What's Up Wenatchee program. You are the communications director for the senior center.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
So I started at the time in the beginning of July.
Okay, and how's that been going for you?
Really good. We've been I've actually been doing work for the senior center as a contractor for years. Helping them manage their social media and taking pictures of events and running a TV show and we talked and decided it would make more sense for me to just be here all the time.
Yeah.
So we made it a full-time position in July, and I'm really excited to be here and really gonna be here all the time and get involved with the seniors.
That's really cool because you and I are very like-minded. We have a very similar brain that works in the same way. We see things and we're like, yeah, we can use that. Yeah, we can, like, that's good content. Like, that is relatable, right? Like, try and find things that are relatable and use that to bridge a gap, right? We kind of talked about that yesterday, like bridging a gap between the people that we're serving and the people that we can try and reach in whatever circumstance that is. Yours just happens to be this senior community, and I know they don't really like to be called seniors because they're not. Like that, just there's this stigma that comes along with the word senior. How through these things that you do, and you've done this TV show, which I wanted to tell me more about. How I feel like that is bridging the gap.
That's been a little history with that. So, the center have been for years about having some kind of TV show. It just wasn't somebody around to really take the reins to make that happen. And what happened was, at the beginning, and the senior center here in particular, we were the first place to close and the last place to open because of the risk factor for seniors.
Sure.
And so, very quickly, we went from being all like this to being locked down.
Yeah.
And we were, Dave and I sat down, Dave Josh, the executive director, and he said, we got to do something because I can't communicate with the seniors in the community right now. They can't come in. There are a lot of them that aren't online. And so we really didn't have a medium to stay in touch. And so the TV show came up again. And he said, we got to get this going. How do I get this started? And ironically, when when I went to school, I actually took classes in video production, and so it's kind of started giving me an opportunity to actually use my degree. Although
Wow.
I took video production, I mean, this was, your camera was the size of a suitcase, and you carried it back with you with the battery and the
Sure.
VCR.
Well, that's when I started editing audio. I was 14.
Yep.
People are like, what are you talking about? Yeah,
Yeah.
razor blades.
Yeah.
And what I did, yes.
So we now with the technology we have now, I mean, you can create video just like you're doing here.
Yeah.
And we can create a video studio anywhere. So we were literally using the social hall here as a studio, and it's kind of interesting.
Do we have your tip chart? No, I don't believe I do have your tip chart. I'm sorry. If I had tip chart to give you, I would totally give you. Don't travel with it. This is that reason. Like, we love that element. Yeah, this element. This is the reality feel of it. You know, I don't know. Let the very polished story. This is really of what knows. So why not show the reality of it? Really like.
Yeah, that's when we started doing it in quarantine,
All of this.
I know. I think we're live. Are we live? See, I told you. I told you. I know. So I've had a couple of questions about karaoke tomorrow night. How early am I going to be here so people can practice? And can they lip sync their song? Of course. Whatever you want. I feel like the karaoke queen that wrote over the karaoke land. If you want to make a song, you go for it. All right. Sorry for that. We are peacefully TNT on Monday, is what I've been told. We're back for us. Is talking about the TV show that and how TV show that he put together for the senior center came out through COVID, not being able to get together, and really how this idea evolved through trying to bridge the gap while COVID was happening. Yeah. And I asked you, like, who's this we? Because you kept saying, like, we can go out and snow and start shooting and do all this stuff. And I'm like, who's this we? I only see you.
Well,
and Dave.
Yeah, and Dave.
Yeah.
Dave discovered that he had to be the on-air talent. So
how is he enjoying that?
Honestly, it was a little rough at first because he hadn't done anything like that before, but he's a pro.
Yeah.
He's great at interviewing people. And part of what he brings to it is he knows he's to the community group stories to share and stuff. But that's part of the fun when we interview other seniors. Part of what we try to do on the show is have senior spotlight. That's where we actually interview seniors in the community and just find out about their lives and where they came from and what they're doing now.
That's always been a passion of mine. You know, before I started Darling Productions, one of my other businesses that I started, and most people actually don't know about me, I had a business called Audiographies, and it was all about audiographies, and it was mostly geared towards the older generation collecting their audio stories in an archive. But also, you know, I got to work with some interesting people that, you know, had some terminal illnesses, wanted to leave their stories for their children, and it was some sad, right? But it could feel really kind of work when you're doing it. It's leaving a legacy.
Yeah, we started shooting at the beginning of COVID. We're taking a break right now, but we've done 6 seasons of 13 episodes, so multiply that.
Wow.
So there's, you know, and so we've interviewed dozens of seniors in that process, and you know, sadly some of them have passed since we started the show, but it's the nature of you know.
We need to talk. I want to talk maybe modifying, you know, getting those into a podcast or getting it up on a network, because that would just give it more of a give them more of a chance to get their story out. It would be just so amazing.
Yeah, I think that it's not unusual for people from every generation to have this type of conversation. You know, I'm a Gen X, so an older Gen X, like rather. But it's like, you know, every generation talks about this. But if I only recorded, you know,
I know
all those moments with my grandparents or you know, people, you know.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I did that with her out there for a grade school project, and she wrote it down on a piece of paper. You know, later on, before she passed, she had actually done some video recordings with my mom and her, which I'd like to see. I think they've converted the DVD, so they're around. But you know, the technology is getting better and better and more accessible, so that it allowed us to do that type of thing now. And
Well,
and honestly,
storytelling is one of the
something to begin that with.
right. It's so easy. Storytelling is one of our oldest traditions. They used to do it across the fireplace, right? Or the campfire, or back across the range. Like now it's on the phone or through the computer or however else we're telling stories. The media changed. We do it, but we're doing it still the same.
One of the things I enjoy most about working at the senior center is just being able to learn from the wisdom of all of these people that come in here. You know, they people forget, you know, people see senior, they get that picture in their head of a senior. You know,
Coming to the senior center, a great idea for us. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come in here. We're gonna pass called "Tell Me All the Mistakes You Made." Just go up to all the seniors and be like, "Tell me all the mistakes you've ever made," and they spend an hour telling us all their mistakes and be like, "Tell me what is happening." Okay, something's happening behind me. Yeah.
Today there's a right now, so we have our called the multi-purpose hall after lunch, typically activities, exercise classes going on here.
Yeah.
And this is one of the popular ones. It's called SAIL, or Stay Active and Independent for Life. And it's a program that's designed to teach seniors how to physically and mentally active as they age.
Oh. I see they have lots of weights. They do like weights instead of chair. This is the new thing. Okay. Oh my gosh, my brain is firing all cylinders. What did I have for breakfast? I'm like notice on that. I gotta have this for like everything. We need this. Oh, she's gonna drown us out. Oh, she's gonna get really loud.
She's gonna. They have music that goes along.
Okay, well, we might need to. I don't know. Maybe wrap up early. Who knows? We're gonna be fine. Super loud. But maybe she can do an hour of this as an activity during the weekend at the swap meet, and we can get you guys out there to try and promote what's going on at the senior center. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Let's make that happen because this is so cool.
SAIL is super popular. There are a number of SAIL instructors around town that do classes like this.
Yeah.
You know, we have an instructor here. I think she's doing like 4 classes down here, and they're always full.
They're always full.
Always full.
Okay. Let's put that down and remember 8th, 9th, and 10th. Time during that weekend, we'll try and figure out like an hour. Is that how long they usually go?
That's
an hour. And we'll have a sail class out in the lawn. In front of the stage.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put what's the lady's name who's late in the class? Tip jar lady.
I know her name. Yeah.
The daylight come and we wanna go home. See, music. This is what I'm saying. This is why I do karaoke, because music is the thing that connects so many different generations, right? Like she's using music to do her sail class. It's okay. We'll find out later. Some chairs, yeah. Yeah, we'll get some chairs. We're not gonna make them bring out chairs. What besides stuff like this and bringing in karaoke, what other programs do you guys have going on?
Well, and you know, this is one of the things that really important for us to get across to the community, and it's part of what I added activity into the name, because I know our name is kind of long. Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a mouthful, but the reason that they did that was, we wanted to get across this is an activity center.
Mhm.
It's been very common for people to drive by and then ask us, how many beds do you have?
Oh, yeah.
Because the assumption is, it's an old folks home, like a rest home or something. And it's not. This is
not.
The way I always explain is this is like a boys and girls club for seniors.
Literally an activity center. Yeah.
It's, busy like this. And it's exciting to have it busy again after we cut down for 2 years like that. But there's always something going on.
Is it a membership based?
Yes. So we do have a membership. The membership is $35 a year for individuals.
Stop it.
That's it. Or $5 a year for a couple. And if you're over 65, you get that membership. I think is.
So, like, I could get a membership.
So
anybody can get a membership?
Technically our charter is 50 up.
Okay.
But we wouldn't stop you from we would not.
You'll both take my money. Yeah. Okay. What does the membership get you?
So membership gives you access to the center, access to activities that we do. We do have some programs that are open to the public. So, for example, $5 lunch is for the public. Anyone can come any age, member or not, because we really want to have that offered to the community. And when we do have events like like tomorrow, that's open to the public. It's a paid event. Sometimes when we do paid events, discounts.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And often it's a member discount, a significant truck program, which allows us to take groups on tours all regionally and all over the world. And typically we have member and non-member prices for those, and it makes us get a membership just if you're going to go trip.
Yeah, for sure.
We price it that way.
Wow. Like, where did I see that there were like to Ireland?
Yes.
And
We've got Ireland coming up. We have the next one to go outside of the area is New Orleans.
Ooh.
Which I believe is in November, I think. We have Ireland coming up. We have to Karaoke Island in Michigan. It's coming up next year. We have I remember we usually have 4 or 5 of those major trips per year. And then we try to do a trip regional as well. It's a little difficult to get going again after and the real problem is transportation. Because the cost of gas transportation now compared to how it was 3 years ago, it's literally like twice as much.
It's all gas,
so
right?
The cost of the trip. So we used to start doing the casino trips again. It's like, well, so we can figure out how to get you there. And have you
probably
build
fly you there cheaper
than
getting a charter bus.
So it's been a challenge. We're trying to figure out some options for that. But we did it.
Bringing in experiences is a good alternative, right? Yeah.
And it's also the social element too. It's one of the biggest reasons that seniors to the senior center is stay connected. Our month program. That's the main reason they're coming. I mean, it's nice to have a cheap hot meal too. And that is certainly a concern for us because we're very concerned about the senior community having access to affordable meals.
$5, right? And you guys had recently lowered that. It was to make it. Yeah.
We had a program prior to the pandemic that was a federally subsidized program. It was a donation based, federally subsidized program, and we made the decision after COVID to go to this new program where we're self-funding it, so that we have more control over serving and we just have more flexibility. But we did have to start charging as part of that. I mean, we just had to kind of find the sweet spot that works for people, and we can make it work at $5.
Yeah.
We need to have enough people coming in to make it make sense. You know, and part of the way we do it is, it's definitely been picking up. And part of the way that we do that is we require reservations. So you need to, if you're interested in coming to lunch, you need to RSVP at least one business day before. So
And
that
you don't need to.
well, I
Okay, no, you won't be allowed in.
it really, we really need people to RSVP because a lot of it's so we know how much food to make so we can minimize waste.
Sure.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess they're senior sized persons. Personally, I'm full after 8 years, so, and I'm a big guy, and I'm happy with how much food I'm getting. So it's not like we're skipping or
So if it was me, I'd probably be just fine. I get a little bit of herd. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I see Chris in my rear view. What's going on? You brought me some bread? Cinnamon is like my daily staple. Here, come over here so I can see you in the camera. Hi, Chris. He's our safe flight friend. Oh, look at that. Yes. I don't care. It's going right in my belly. That's where it's going. Thank you. Chris, am I going to see you at the swap meet or what?
No, we're in the process of trying to move. And we're going to have to move in.
Again?
Right across the street. So I'm staying on rent. So that's why we're doing it. From 1,800 to 500.
Amber. Oh my gosh, my belly's happy. She did a really good job.
She's good yesterday.
Thank you. I've got like cake, I've got bread. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'd love to have safe flight out. Not Connor yet. We'll make it happen. Okay. We're gonna get you out there. It's like the biggest thing happening around. Be cool, man. Stay hydrated. All right. This is the guy in your window cracks or chips. He's the guy that you need to go to. That's the glass cleaner. So if you get signed up for the Supercast community, the What's Up Wenatchee Supercast community, we send you out that glass cleaner. He's the guy that gives it to me. So thank you so much.
Let me know when you need more.
I will. Hopefully.
I know.
All right, Chris, man, what's doing? It's totally fine. You could totally look for banana bread. Mm-hmm. All right, Chris, what else do we need to talk about?
So I should probably tell you what the show is called.
Oh, the TV show?
Yeah. So the show is called Vibrant Living. The way we film it is it's a variety show, half-hour show is what we're targeting.
A variety show. So,
so sometimes we'll do interviews with seniors. We try to do interviews with activities and services in the community that are relevant to seniors. And we go on location and shoot things too. So we try to
So
make it
Dave is one that is actually doing it,
sometimes. Yeah.
and sometimes
Most of
you.
the time. I've not been an interviewer. It's kind of hard to. I'm already a camera person, so it's hard to be in two
Yes,
places.
it's hard to do all of it.
I've done it.
I can tell you.
Sometimes documentary style too.
Yeah.
If there's an event going on somewhere, film it and cut it together afterwards and do it more real time type of thing.
You gonna take some pictures and film tomorrow night at karaoke night? That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Get some footage of that.
Yeah, and so the package show is a half-hour show, and we send those over to NCW Live, and they air those.
A half-hour package show.
Right. So it's 20 minutes plus commercials.
Yeah.
The individual segments on the shows, typically what I do is, shoot the footage and literally edit it, especially if it's interviews. I like to just and sometimes we'll end up with a great interview that's half hour long, and I don't want to throw it out.
Yeah.
And I hate editing those down and miss things, but for TV we have to do it.
You have to do it to time, yeah.
But for online we can be as long as we want. So typically what we do is keep all the individual segments and post those online separately from the show. We post them to Facebook and on YouTube. So we've got accounts both places that I post.
What were some of your favorites episodes? A bunch of them up to now, Vibrant Living. But what were some of the ones?
Dave is willing to do just about anything for a show. We did one. We did one last year we were a thrift shop at the senior center, and it's the thrift shop is really important because it's the primary source of income. The senior center is 99.9% self-funded, so we don't get government money. We do have grants that we apply for, but primarily our revenue comes from our thrift shop. It's really important that we get out word about the thrift shop. The thrift shop actually was open through the pandemic through most of it, and was supporting this place while it was closed down. It's continued to grow. It's very popular, but we're always looking for ways to market it.
The swap meet. Yeah.
We should take it on the road. Right?
Take it on the road, and it will do great at the swap meet. Yeah. Holy cow.
So one of the things we do with the thrift shop is we have a Christmas room that opens the day of our annual craft fair, which is that's the second Saturday of November, so they're coming up pretty quickly. Yeah. That's when we open our Christmas room. So we get donations of Christmas goods all year and store this stuff up and load up a room full of that stuff. It's great because it's not just less expensive than retail, but you can get some really cool things that you can't find anymore.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. But last year I decided to do a segment on that. And we Dave dressed up in his Santa suit, and three of the volunteers here at the senior center have elf costumes. Yeah. And I had them all go in, and Dave went as Santa and mingled with the people shopping at the senior center waiting for Christmas. We're handing out candies. Yes. I had a very little spot where a lady was she wanted to get a picture with Santa, so she posed. I was shooting video and getting her photos with her phone at the same time. Photo and video at the same time. It was hilarious. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. So it's do things that engage and it's a great. Dave's been a great sport, and he's learned how to be a TV personality whether he wanted to or not. Yeah, people recognize him too. He goes up and I saw you on that show there. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to come back and do an episode once inside the Christmas store once it opens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be surrounded by Christmas. We'll be surrounded by Christmas. Fun.
So the TV show is a really important component of us staying in touch during pandemic. And
When did that air?
It's a sort of a mixed schedule. Right now they're running all reruns, but it typically airs. There's typically an episode airing 4 or 5 days a week for times. If you check the NCAA Live schedule, it's on there. We also have an exercise show that we've shot, which also happened because of the pandemic, because you've seen the exercise classes here going on all the time, and when things were shut down, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we started filming them. We literally started filming them in the parking lot because we couldn't come inside. At the beginning, yeah, I mean, 90 degrees and windy, and it didn't matter. We were out there doing it.
Wow.
And started, and those are hour-long exercise shows. And same thing, we have 6 seasons of those shot. So, and those are great, and those are all on our YouTube page now as well. So if you're looking to exercise, doesn't matter what age you are, you'll get a good workout.
Yeah.
Those shows, they're most of them are done by a local aerobic instructor, Connie Townsend.
Okay.
She's pretty well known around town, and she's really good does a really good job adapting to shooting on TV versus doing live classes. And
That's got to be difficult.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a learning experience for all of us. But
Are you going to continue with all of that, even though you guys are back in person, or how's
yeah,
that changing?
I hope so. We were shooting both shows on a season schedule before, so it was 13 episodes per season. And I think realistically, now that we're open and we're so busy, it's probably not going to happen like that anymore. But what we'll do is continue to produce episodes and kind of mix them in with what's already been out there as far as TV, and then as far as online, whenever we create segments, we can put them up when we have them.
I'm going to turn around because I want to see what's going on.
The big part of these classes is developing balance, and or maintaining age, because one of the biggest issues for seniors as they age is falls.
Right.
Fall can be devastating to a senior, and so the more you can keep yourself active and work in coordination and keep you moving, the less likely you are to have falls, and if you do, minimize the risk of injuries.
And the fact that you can do things just like stay down, and I don't know, I find like, I know, like my mother-in-law and my in-laws, they like to play a lot of like tennis and pickleball, and they're super active. And then like you get to a point where they might get like a shoulder injury, and it puts out for a couple months, or like a hip or a knee, and it takes a long to recover. And then so in the meantime, in between time, they're not tennis or football or whatever. So like doing other stuff, you gotta remember to stay active.
I can tell you that firsthand.
Moving. Yeah.
I'm in my 50s now, and I remember, when I was in my teens and playing football, I'd go out and beat the hell out of my body and be all bruised up, and 2 days later I'd be ready to go again now. And now it's like, why is this thing hurt? When did I do that?
You have things you don't even realize.
For the heel, and
Like, I don't even know why it's in it now. It's like,
no, it's part of it, but you can mitigate that by staying active.
Yeah.
And that's,
And it goes for your brain too, right?
yeah, absolutely.
I do crossword puzzles.
Yeah.
I'm a little geek that way.
And there are those types of activities here too. There's
are
real
there?
active kinesis group that plays, and there's
I need I just knew it. Why don't people
People assume it's shuffleboard. I've seen shuffleboard.
mahjong and cribbage?
Yeah.
Yeah. But cribbage is big around here. We lost Dave, he said.
You're enough stuff.
He's like, no, I don't want that show. That's crud. That's crud. We're not
You
doing
probably
it.
figured out something weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're doing, a great job. I don't know. We can't. What? Oh, MJ. MJ, go get MJ.
She was here. I waved at her. But
She's in the way.
yeah, she's
You still have crumbs in your beard. I love it. Grace has got cake crumbs in his beard.
That's the other reason I shaved my head.
Me too. Yeah. I'm Italian. Don't put it past me. I could totally grow a beard. Yeah. So just to recap, this is like the most happening place, by the way, because you have lunch, you have trips,
You got chickens too.
chickens, karaoke nights, social events, the games, canasta, mahjong, exercise classes, social clubs for like, what'd you say, $35 a year?
$5 a year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Does that really cover it all?
Oh no.
So
Yeah,
why
and that's
charge
why-
it at all?
That's why the realistically memberships are a very small portion of our revenue.
Yeah.
And that's why a big part of why the thrift shop to us, because
Right.
it's doing well. It's been very consistent. The quality of the items that we have access to the store is really well managed, and it's busy. Yeah, and that's but is the primary source of for us. So it's very
Mhm.
and and the thing is, from this, you wouldn't even know that it's there.
True.
Because
Yeah.
of the way the building is, the way it's designed is, it's part of our building, and it's back. So you can't see it from the road. You have to know that it's there. And part of it, you try to get the word out through, there's a lot of word of mouth. We have a newsletter, old style physical newsletter that goes out to members. I do work online to let people know about the thrift shop. So, it's expensive.
It's open till what, 4?
Yeah, it's open 9 to Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little dip in there after here, so it's a little bit dangerous for me.
Yeah, it's more dangerous when you work here because then you get a chance to see it all the time.
Oh,
And
I'm sure.
I have a lot of stuff. I have a china closet.
I have a lot of thrift shop items.
Really, just a gorgeous solid wood china closet at master living room.
Oh, wow.
That's my Scotch cabinet now.
Nice.
It's,
Yeah, I have an old ottoman or not an ottoman, armoire, that blue armoire that refurbished was a thrift store find, man. We're big on that. Thrift stores, antique stores. I mean, I'm planning a swap meet, so.
it's kind of
Yeah.
and maybe people get so that you they will so and yeah,
Uh,
beautiful. You know, it's the time. The music sounds that-
yeah. For there's a lot that and get back and hard on that. It's hard All right, we are coming back on. There you go. Yes, I can hear it. We're gonna go ahead and wave a little goodbye to our friend Russ, who was so generous with your time and your energy today. Thank you. We'll reconnect, I'm sure, because we have a lot more to cover and a lot more I think a lot more collaborating and a lot more creative projects to work on together, I think, in the future, because you know, you have strengths, I have strengths, I have things that I am not very good at that you are good at that, so I'm gonna come to you. You're like my new best friend. No, I think we're gonna do some good stuff together, so thank you so much for having us here and be a part of this today. I really do appreciate it.
Sure, you're welcome.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you. I want to talk to MJ, so I need you to sit where Russ is sitting right now so I can hear you. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. We were talking about you a little bit earlier. You are, hey Grayson.
Yeah.
Can you just move her microphone, fix her microphone? Pay
I
a little
need to
bit.
go a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Being short. Challenge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Okay, girl.
hey, hi, how are you?
I am so good.
We were explaining who you were earlier, and I said I wouldn't be here if it weren't for MJ. Like, I wouldn't be at the senior center if it weren't for MJ.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the truth because I came in to talk to you and you volunteered. You said, let me help. And I said, you bet your booty.
Okay, yeah, that's fair
Isn't that-
enough. Yeah.
That's the way it went.
But if you didn't walk into my office and say, hey, I'm part of this, what can we do? I want to do more things, and then it wouldn't be, if you didn't set it up.
That was a fun day. It really was. I loved coming in your office. That's what happens when you leave your door open.
That's true. I haven't done it since then. The door stays shut every day
I
since
believe it.
I can't have any more MJs coming in and getting me into things
Whatever.
like this. No, we're not having it. No. You can get me into trouble anytime, lady.
Oh, I am ready. And I'm sure I have about 5 more things to talk to
Oh,
you about.
really?
Oh, you bet.
Okay. I hear that because for people who don't know, you are Mayor Mike's mom.
I am.
And so how does it make you feel that you are, like, you have birthed a mayor?
Well, the first time I birthed a little problem child. Mayor was not one of the things. That was not one of the things I saw coming.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm so proud
You
of
didn't
him.
go like, oh, you're going to
Yeah.
be a future mayor.
I don't think that's what I said.
No.
But
he's a little Dennis the Menace, I have a feeling, wasn't he?
he was a sweetheart. He really is. And he still is. It's really hard to look at him and see where he is today, how old he is today, and I'm still not. So, it's kind of this.
He is
this
older.
problem.
I don't know how that happened,
I don't
but your
either.
son is actually older than you.
It seems like it,
Yeah.
the way I've been counting birthdays. Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm really
Somehow
so
you
proud.
have somehow tempted the universal order of things. I don't know how you did that.
I just stood out there and said, "Bring it on."
Yeah.
And Michael said, "Okay."
Yeah.
He's so excited. Oh, Nikki.
He is very excited
Yeah,
about
he is.
the future of this city
Yeah.
and the
Really
prospect of how much it can grow and build a better future for this
Yeah.
town, right?
He is exactly all the way through what you see. He
Mm.
loves this place. All the granddaughters are here, which is wonderful. The
Right.
little great granddaughters are coming up, and a great grandson.
Right.
But yeah, this is home.
Yeah.
This has been home, and I love how they have taken and established themselves as families here. Makes me proud.
Oh, good. And you're here, and
Yeah.
this is part of your kind of crew here at the Senior Activities Center. You come here a little bit.
Well, I come here now more when
Yeah?
I was kind of given a job, and that was by Michael.
You give MJ a
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
She is on
That's
it.
what he said. But the goal was to make some phone calls, get some word out, talk about the lunch program,
Mm-hmm.
and expanding that, getting people back in. Used to being staying home, with the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
just getting us alive again.
Sure.
And so that's how I ended up having so much fun while I'm here. It's like, oh my God. This is going to sound terrible, but I am gut level honest the way my son is. When I thought about it, I thought, I'm not that old for the senior center. Then I get here and I see all these people that are younger than I am, and they're having a great time,
Uh-huh.
and I'm loving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to hang around for a while.
Good, because it really doesn't matter about the age, right? It just
No.
is like
No,
you
right now,
find I have friends, like good friends to my core, that are of all different ages, because really once you get into the root of who a person is, like their soul can be a different age, right? It's like you
Exactly.
feel you could be really young, or you could seem older than you are. And I have a lot of friends who seem older than they are, and I know
Mhm.
people who are like my husband, who are seem a little bit more immature than they are. So it all balances
seen a
out in
few
the
of
end.
those, too.
Yes.
It does balance out, but it's such a mixture. That's what I'm loving about it, with the activities,
Uh-huh.
mixture of ages, the fun things to do. I mean, the book club, the hula lessons.
Oh, wait a
Okay.
minute.
Yeah.
Are you out there shaking your hips in a hula lesson?
Maybe
Okay.
not. I don't have to tell you everything.
No, you don't have
girlfriend.
to tell me everything. But I might join you.
I went, in that case, let's go.
All right. Well, we are definitely going to do karaoke tomorrow night, and I love the prospect of bringing karaoke. Like this has been the dream for me. This is why I took karaoke out of the bar, because I feel like it can be accessible to people, all
Yeah,
people. Doesn't matter what age, what race, what like I don't even drink. People know that. Like I was taking karaoke out to bars, but I don't even drink. So I love bringing karaoke I brought it to sober groups of people, right? And I say, we don't need to drink to sing karaoke, and they go, we don't. And I'm like, no, we don't. So we've done it for kids, we've done it for sober people, we're doing it at the Senior Activity Center. So I love that. And so I want to thank you for thinking outside of the box and taking a chance.
That goes both ways.
Yeah.
Both
Awesome.
ways, girl.
Well,
Hey,
thank
this is
you.
fun. I'm glad you're here and doing this. And by the way,
Yeah.
you really are awesome.
Oh, you're awesome. You are like my favorite Spitfire in this town.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. That is Miss MJ. Oh, and she's supporting the Mariners. Good for her. We've got a little bit of time left. I want to remind you that we are broadcasting live from the Senior Activity Center, the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. And this weekend, we have two karaoke events happening. One is sold out, so you can't come to it. That's the one happening here tomorrow night. And so we're going to have to plan another one within the near future. We'll do another one. We'll make sure that maybe we'll have to do like a back-to-back, like an early sesh, late sesh. I don't know. If we're selling these out, I don't know. It's going to get crazy at this karaoke senior center nights. I just gonna get out of hand from now on. I don't know. We're gonna sell some. We'll let you know. So if you want to come on for a multi-generational karaoke night, but tonight we will be up in Crescent Bar at Tower Pizza for an open karaoke night. No admission needed for that, and we'll be there. I think again they're doing another golf tournament in September, sometime the end of September. So we'll be there tonight and then again in September. And that's a really cool Oh, yeah, after swap meet sometime. I know, right around my birthday. Right around a birthday. You didn't hear me say it's a birthday. Okay. Before we head on out for today, I want to say hello to Dave Tosh, who is the executive director of the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, and give you a big thank you. So thank you for inviting us in. I gave you a call, just a couple of days ago, and was like, hey, could we be here and show off your space? What you do during your lunchtime, and talk to you a bit about the senior center. And you, no hesitation, said yes, come on in, we'll figure it out. It's one of your busiest times. Birthday lunch, 17 people celebrating their birthday, lady playing the Janelle playing piano, and it was her birthday, handing out cake, got people doing sail class behind us. You didn't care. You were like, yeah, we'll add to the festivities of the day. So thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. And of course, I think we're benefiting quite a bit from having you here. Publicity is always good. I've been here 10 years and we've made a lot of progress in getting the word out as to what we really do here. It's been quite an effort to make sure that people in our community understand that we're not a nursing home. We're not an assisted living. We don't have beds here. We don't have residents here. This is an activity center. And it's a busy place, and we want to build on what we have and continue to move into the future. And we've got a number of initiatives. Russ Allman has already spoke here a few minutes ago about what we're trying to do. We see a future of, it's not just seniors. We want to do multi-generations, and everybody's going to get kind of tired of hearing that, maybe. I don't know.
The second they start to get tired, the second that we get tired of talking about it is like the second they're going to start to hear it, in their mind.
But it's something that we never really pursued. We did a few things. In fact, Russ's wife teaches at the college, and she has a communications course, and we had done some things with her class where they came in and interviewed some of our seniors, and we were focused at that time on World War II generation folks that we wanted to do a program for Veterans Day. And that's probably one of the first things we did, where we really worked with the community to bring the community in with the seniors and work together.
Right.
And so it's been a long process. The COVID obviously slowed us down. We were closed for 2 years for lunch and all of our activities. And so that was a big hit for us. But hey, we're getting back up and going again. We had a great crowd today. We've been having great lunch crowds, and we're seeing a lot of the folks coming back, which, makes us feel really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have tell me about like the staff that makes up, other than you have Russ, but how big is the staff here that you put runs it?
Well, first of all, the way I like to explain this, to make sure people understand that we are a totally independent, self-sufficient nonprofit. This is not a city organization. This is not a government or supported by the government organization.
Right.
We are on our own, which we were really proud of. And so we have a thrift store that obviously takes care of a lot of our needs.
Yeah, we talked about that a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure you've hammered on that one, but we've been the world's best thrift store in the Valley now for quite a few years, and everybody would agree with that. But anyway, one of our biggest challenges, of course, is figuring out how to make this work financially. So we have to be very careful in how we, staff our organization and all those things. It's always a challenge, particularly right now. The employment situation, all what's going on in the area. We're having a hard time staffing some of our positions, but we have a tremendous number of outstanding volunteers. And it's those volunteers that make this place work.
So even like the chef and the people who make the meals?
We just increased our staff in the kitchen, paid staff. They're all part-time except for the kitchen manager.
Okay.
And she's been with us since I've been here. So she's been here for over 10 years. I think she just hit 11 years. That continuity is important. because the volunteers, some of them been with us for a long time, but there is a certain amount of turnover when you have volunteers, and some of them are snowbirds and they go south in the winter.
Yeah.
All those kinds of challenges. So a lot of what goes on here, though, is allowed by the fact that we have a lot of volunteers. We're well over 100 volunteers throughout the organization. All of these classes that you mentioned, the sail class, all the leaders are volunteers.
Oh.
Every one of our exercise classes is volunteer led. And, we're just really proud of all of that. And the community has really supported this, and the other thing that's quite interesting to me is most of these volunteers have been with us as long as I've been here and beyond.
And
So
how long is that? You said over 10 years.
I've been here 10.
Yeah.
We have our Tai Chi instructors been here around 15 years. I mean, we're talking volunteers that are dedicated to what they're doing for the community.
Do you feel like that it's because it's part of their lifestyle now and it gives them a sense of purpose, right?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of that involved. They feel like they're really helping others and helping the community. Obviously, exercise benefits everybody that's exercising, but no, I think that we talk about this a lot. Just being grateful for what we have and watching people that may have been injured. We have, seniors that fall, hurt themselves. They come back, they recover. Exercise helps with a lot of that. We have a program, one of our board members, Aaron Cass, has a program called Matter of Balance. And this is becoming a big issue throughout our country. It's sanctioned by the National Council on Aging. And there's formal classes that are conducted on Matter of Balance. And so a lot of these subject matters are about keeping seniors independent, living on their own at home. And that's the big goal with all of these exercise programs. But balance is probably the biggest aspect of all of it.
How many members do you have?
Well, we're increasing because after COVID, we're up about 500 members. We're right around 1,700 members right now. And, we were close to 2,000 prior to COVID, but every month we're picking up a lot of
2,000, is that what you said?
We were close to 2,000 members prior to COVID.
Yeah.
And of course, fell way off during the 2 years we were closed. And now we're springing back. So membership's going well. We have not raised our membership dues. We don't want people to feel like, they can't afford to come here.
Yeah.
And they do get a newsletter in the mail if they're a member, and that keeps them posted.
You said like still a legit physical newsletter, which is amazing.
Yeah, it is kind of still amazing that we're able to do all that. And I don't know, at some point, I'm sure that'll all change. But right now, the seniors love getting a hard copy newsletter in the mail. It's got the menu in there. It's got all the calendar of events. It's got all the special events. A lot of resources are contained in those newsletters. We get a lot of positive feedback about that publication.
So we've talked a little bit about the word senior, and how there's like this stigma, about the word senior, and even like seniors don't like the word senior.
Yeah.
Right. Is there a different word? Like, is there a different term that we could use other than, you call yourselves the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, like it's in your name. Okay. Let's be real. But is there something?
Yeah. I haven't really come across any keyword that sounds better than, senior that puts.
Because you tell me like a name or a phrase and I'm your girl, right? Like I'm your girl to get it out there. We will make it the next trending thing.
Well, the word adult comes up, I don't know, mature, all these words, but nobody has really found that keyword. I will tell you this. A lot of senior centers that have been very progressive have taken the word senior, adult, all of that out of their title. I can use a couple of examples. The outlier on all of this, the example I would use is the Edmonds. It used to be referred to as Edmonds Senior Center. They rebuilt the building. It's now called the Edmonds Waterfront Center. Senior is not in the title.
Okay.
And I think that a lot of the senior centers are contained within city buildings and a lot of the municipalities over there, and a lot of those facilities are referred to as a community center. And the senior center is embedded within the community center. We see a lot of that.
What if we just started calling it a multi-generational center?
Yeah, we could.
And get straight to the point of what we're trying to build here.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then people are going to say, well, just call it a community center. It's just for the community, call it a community center. I think, though, that there is going to be a lot of...
I think that would be a little bit different than you're
it would.
really trying to focus on bridging the gap between you're specifically bringing in programming to bridge the gap between generations, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that might be a little bit different than just what a mission for a community center would be.
Yeah.
To me, I think.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, so this is going to be an ongoing discussion
Sure.
as to what you want to do with that title. And of course, anytime you change your name or anything like, there's a certain cost involved. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't be worthwhile, but I think we need to figure out what it is before we start talking about what we're going to change it,
No, and I'm with you. I support you. I'm on board now. We're on your teams, but what do you have planned going, into the end of this quarter, going into next year? What do you guys are hoping to continue with your initiatives?
Well, I think our biggest,
more karaoke, I'm sure.
Well, we always want to do special events, and we've had some special events over the long term, and I'm talking 15, 20 years, that have been extremely successful in raising money for the senior center. So a lot of the special events that we do are fundraisers.
Yeah.
I can use the example of our crab feed every June. Well, of course, we missed several years because of COVID, but we have an annual crab feed. We're probably going to start having 2 crab feeds a year because we sold 200 tickets. And people loved what we do with that event. The crab is excellent. It's fresh, all these things. And it's one of those things where you don't change it because it works.
Right.
And we don't really have to advertise it much because everybody in the community that likes that come.
Mm-hmm.
The craft fair that we have in the fall, it's always around Veterans Day, early November. That's been a huge hit over the years, and many of the community already know about that event, and that's another big fundraiser for us. And so then we got all these other things like karaoke that we're going to be trying out. We did karaoke a couple years after I got here. I don't know that it was very well received. We may not be done it the right way, as far as promoting.
I bet not. And if it didn't go well, then it wasn't done right.
So I would say that we are dealing with, we're dealing more now with the baby boomer generation are now seniors.
Yeah.
Where when I got here 10 years ago, it was the older generation, the World War II generation. It was frequenting the senior center more. So, and their interests are different than what we have.
It makes sense, 10 years, a new decade, a new generation.
Yeah. So we're seeing that turnover, that transition into the baby boomer generation,
Mm-hmm.
and their interests are different. So anyway.
Well, your class is letting out here. I know that they're storming the stage here. Well, we will see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot more that we'll need to discuss in the future, and I want to get you back on the program, or maybe do a regular occurrence with you, maybe once a month or something. We'll get an update and get some of your seniors on the show in the future. So I appreciate you having us here, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you for hosting us, and we'll have
Thank
some fun
you.
tomorrow.
Thanks for coming out. This has been great.
Yeah.
First time. Worked well.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. All right. We're going to wrap up the program. Today was like a hodgepodge of activity, and but we want to get up and get going. We have to keep pushing the swap meet today. We're going to be out and about getting flyers and posters up at different places. Just a reminder, it is September 8th, 9th, and 10th. So you can get registered and get signed up, and $100 for a 10 by 10 space, or you can look at all the details at WashingtonStateSwapMeet.com. We do have a vendor scholarship program. So if cost is an issue for you or your small business, you can apply to have a vendor spot for free for the weekend. That is care of Shannon Delaney Craft at Coldwell Banker Cascade. Some other sponsors who have hopped on to our swap meet, Humblebee Collective will be there, which means Carmen Som and Megan and our good friend Jason Underwood are going to be present at the swap meet. And Jason is going to be teaching a Qigong lesson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from the stage. So look at the schedule, the website, because we're going to be adding some craft activities. We have our paint on vinyl class, which I'm confirming the time for. That is being put on by Class with a Glass and the Apple Valley Vinyl Expo, who is donating those old vinyl records. Oh, by the way, my shirt, you can't say it, but it says I still buy records, which is totally true. That's not a lie. I still do buy records when I have the money, which I don't have right now. But
You will after you sell stuff at the swap meet.
I will after I sell stuff at the swap meet. So I have me and Ryan in our household Dolphe is going to have a swap meet booth. And I was talking to Ryan, I think it was last night or this morning, and he's like, so are you getting all your stuff together? I'm like, all my stuff is together. My stuff is ready for the swap meet. You need to figure out what you're doing.
Is your
for
stuff ready?
Your stuff. He's like, well, I have to man our booth. And I'm like, yeah, you do have to man our booth because I am running the festival, right? And he's like, well, how do I know how much to sell your stuff for? And I'm like, $5 an item. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I have literally 1,000 pieces of clothing, brand new with tags on them. Most of them, you could sell them for $1 a piece, and I would make $1,000 over the weekend. I'm like, just get rid of it. Like, this is like brand new clothes I need out.
Right.
He's like, $5 an item. I'm like, yes. Who cares? $2 bundle. That is what you do at a swap meet.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. So that's what's happening in our household, getting ready for the swap meet. Don't want to know what's happening in your household. Just bring your stuff, get registered. Coca-Cola is bringing their inflatable soccer thing, which is pretty cool. What else has been added? Side Street is going to bring a mini golf course. They're going to build like a mini golf course in the outfield,
which is awesome.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it.
We have karaoke instead of movie night.
Yeah, we're pushing the movie Under the Stars to they're going to be watching Rock of Ages over at Lincoln Park. That is Saturday night. So yes. Saturday night we're going to do family-friendly karaoke in the park at the swap meet. Friday night is the swap hop, which is like a sock hop, but with a play on words. And people are like, what is a sock hop? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so old.
It's a lot of fun. That's what it is.
It's okay. If for people who don't know what a sock hop is, it's like back in the 50s and the 60s that you would have a dance and all that, and like your poodle skirt, but instead of, you didn't want to scuff up the floor like this with your shoes. So you would take off your shoes and you would dance in your socks. And so they called it a sock hop. And you would, dance to pop and rock and roll music and do the twist and twist again. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. So that we're going to do a sock hop on Friday night. So just a bunch of stuff. So it's building. And now apparently we're going to try and do a sale class.
I think that we should bring the senior center
we're gonna
thrift
try
store to the swap meet as well as the exercise class. I'm going to put that out there.
They also have a Tai Chi now. I heard you have a Tai Chi.
They should be next to each other so people can see what actually happens at the senior center. Like you can go to the senior center as a senior and do an exercise class, and you don't have to be a senior citizen. You can be like one of the cool people just coming to support this community center.
It's true.
And they have such cool stuff back there. I gotta tell you, I was searching for Dave. I got lost in there. It's huge. There are like 8 things I want right now today.
I know we're gonna go back there as soon as we break down.
I mean, just so people can see what there is to offer. That's what I'm gonna say to you guys. Like, you gotta know what you're missing. If you have not been here to the thrift store, you're missing out. This is even better than the Veterans Warehouse. I hate to put that like that. I'm just saying there's some pieces here.
I mean, everybody knows that this is the best thrift store.
I'm just saying it is because I've been back there.
I have like personal friends who own thrift stores in the valley, so it's hard for me to say that they,
Well, I love the garage.
has?
There's
I
so
know,
many.
right?
Like I go to all of them. I'm a thrift person. But
Yeah,
I
if
did
you are, you
not
go to
know
all
there
of them.
was one here, and now I want other people to know that there's one here.
Okay. Well, yes. So we're gonna go back there and shop right after this because that's kind of what we do. And we'll be back next week. Don't forget tonight, Tower Pizza and karaoke. That I think starts at 7. Goes till 10, and then you hopefully have a ticket for tomorrow night for the senior center karaoke fiesta.
It's sold out.
It's sold out. And we are supposed to see a break in the heat after today and tomorrow. By Sunday, but if you are out and about this weekend and you do have your pets, like, be careful with their little paws on the asphalt. They burn. Their little the paw pads will burn. So be careful if you're walking your dogs outside. It's hot. And if they go by water, be careful. If those currents could really drag them away. So by water, there's a lot of flies, there's a lot of mosquitoes, and keep hydrated. And check on your vulnerable community. Speaking of our senior center, you want to check on your vulnerable community if they're living by themselves, or if it's your neighbor that maybe doesn't get out of the house. Make sure that they're not sitting in the heat, or their air conditioning's broken, or bring a case of water by. Just check on your neighbors. And even if you don't get along, you surely want to make sure that they're okay. Okay? All right. Next week, we will, we're working on being live at La Perra Radio. We're going to try and do a, what do they call that? A double broadcast from bilingual Spanish and English podcast live stream next week with Rafael Aguilar from La Perra. Who is one of our sponsors for the Washington State Swap Meet. So we're going to try and work that out for next week. A huge thank you to Russ and to Dave, who are our hosts here at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. I'm sure we're going to be back and doing another show, maybe around Christmas time, and go in your Christmas room. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. All right. Grayson, say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for supporting us. Go back and watch some past episodes on YouTube, Spotify, or Twitch, or LinkedIn. Have a good day.